Let's get ready to rumble!
Hello and welcome everybody to Boxing Potpourri TV. I'm your host, Sid, the boxing historian. However, today we're not going to deal with history, the boxing history. Today we're going to deal with a particular boxing style. And that boxing style is called the bob and weave. An old school and still dangerous boxing style. Today I'm going to make two comparisons. And that is the woman who just fought Amanda Serrano. Her name is Lucrecia Manzur. She implements this bob and weave style in her boxing. She has a very aggressive style, and it has this bobbing and weaving elements inside her fighting style. And when I saw her fight, it made me think of Frazier, Mr. Joe Frazier, the king of the bobbers and weavers. Frazier, even though he could be hit, was sometimes not being hit because of that bob and weave style, as you'll see in some films that I have here, film clips. The fight with Amanda Serrano, which I like Amanda Serrano, I really do. But I think it was a lot of elements that weighed against Amanda. This video is not about Amanda Serrano. I probably will do another one on Amanda Serrano. Congratulations on your 50th fight, Amanda Serrano. But I got the feeling while watching the fight that you were having a little more of a difficult time. Because right now you are the queen of knockouts, and it looks like she was trying to get that knockout. She should have just went for the win. She won the fight, but I think down deep she realized she didn't really win the fight, because this Lucrecia Manzur was a tough opponent, a difficult opponent. And as I said before, she reminds me fully of Joe Frazier when she fights. And now we'll get into that. Let me see if I can find our clips what we need. All right, everybody get ready. Here's Joe Frazier. Watch how he moves. Bobbing, weaving up and down. Ali's trying to hit him. Is hitting him sometime, but not as often as he would like. This, everybody, is the famous bobbing and weaving style. Up and down, up and down. So your opponent is trying to hit a target. Here's Frazier again with that bobbing and weaving style. Ali is missing him sometimes, as you can see. Now, we're going to switch from Frazier. We're going to switch from Frazier over to Manzur. Watch Manzur. Manzur's in the blue trunks. You see how she bobs and weaves like Frazier. And she's connecting on Amanda Serrano often. She really gave Amanda Serrano a hard time. And I think everybody down deep knew that she had won this fight. But the judges gave it to her. And they gave it to her in the style of what's called a majority decision. And a majority decision, for those of you who don't know, a majority decision is when one of the three judges actually voted the fight as a draw. So they go to the cards of the other two, hence the name majority. So if you got one judge, that gives it a draw. Then the tiebreakers would be the majority, the other two. And so they gave the fight to Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano, in my opinion, I like Amanda Serrano, but I think she lost the fight because she lost round after round after round. But she started waking up later on. And who knows, maybe the judges took away from Manzur because she was, they say she was fighting a little dirty, okay? Maybe throwing some elbows and things. The referee didn't give her enough warning, as he should have. But as I said, I don't want to get into that right now. That will be in another video. So, continuing on, we'll go to, as you see that Frazier up and down style. This is the famous bobbing and weaving style. A fighter who moves like this is very difficult. Now, I want you to watch Manzur. If I can get it up here. So let's stop this one. Okay. So Manzur, we need Manzur 7. No, Manzur 8. So let's go with Manzur 8. Here's Manzur again. Watch her come in. Head low, just like Frazier. She comes in swinging. She throws different punches when she comes in. Frazier was famous for that left hook. Now we'll stop this again. Now we'll go back to another Frazier clip here. And as you see Frazier here. See, Ali missed that big uppercut. He caught him that time. He caught Frazier that time. And he caught him with a straight right hand. Caught him under the chin. Frazier gets him. He just ducked. Frazier just ducked over Ali's left hook. Ali had fast hands. He was able to catch Frazier a few times. But Frazier did give Ali an overall hard time. Ali had to really fight hard with Frazier. He had it easy with other people, but Frazier's bobbing and weaving style just didn't allow Ali the luxury of pinpointing and machine gunning his opponents like he normally did. So with that one, let's go to Manzur, another one from Manzur. We'll go to Manzur 9. Watch Manzur. She comes in, boom, she hits Serrano with a good shot. Now Serrano's coming back. She's mostly hitting arms. And Manzur is staying low and a bit out of range. The bobbing and weaving style is a tough style to deal with. So now we'll go back to Frazier again. We'll go to Frazier. Watch Frazier here. Frazier slips down, ducks under. Again. And catches his opponent. Ducks under again. Does you see how effective this bobbing and weaving style? The opponent has really nothing to hit. You know, he may be able to land a couple, as in Ali's case. But Amanda Serrano had, I don't want to say this is the main factor. It's not the main factor, but I think it played a big role in this Amanda Serrano's tough time in the ring. So now we have Frazier again. Let's go once again to Manzur. Here she comes in. Boom. She catches Serrano. She caught Serrano with lots of punches. She shouldn't have really lost. And I think Serrano knew that too. Serrano accepted her win, but you could look at her body language and tell deep down she knew she didn't really win that fight. All right, we're going to switch back to Frazier. Mr. Frazier once again with Muhammad Ali. Now watch carefully. Frazier ducks down up under, bobbing and weaving. Ali catches him with one jab. Frazier is down. It's hard to catch Frazier. Ali was able to most of the time, but he couldn't every time. And Frazier was always landing that hook either to the body or to the head. As a matter of fact, Ali complained at one fight, it was after the first fight, where that excerpt I just showed you, Ali was complaining about Frazier always hitting him in the hip area, and that how sore his hips was days after the fight. So now let's go on back in. As it is again, there's that one. Now we're going to switch it over. Bam, he catches him with that left hook. He wouldn't have been able to do that had he not ducked and weaved. Someone who ducks and weaves, they can get under somebody's defense, really. Let's see if we can get this done here. There we go. Oops. Having a little technical difficulties here. Let's go ahead. Here we go now with it. Here's Manzur again. Look at that. Looks like the female Frazier to me. I mean, this is my opinion. You may differ. Your opinion may differ. Put it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Does she fight sort of like Frazier? Sort of like Frazier? All right. And we'll give you one more of Mr. Frazier here. One last one of Mr. Frazier. Here's Ali. Fight number one. Frazier ducking and weaving. This style is very, very effective. And as you see, in both cases, both Manzur and Frazier were able to get underneath their opponent's arms and get very close to doing some infighting. So, with that being said, I want you to tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think Manzur and Frazier have similar qualities of fighting? Because I think they do. And as for me, I like to find similar qualities in an old school fighter and a modern day fighter. I love making those types of discoveries. And in my opinion, I think Manzur has some Frazier-like qualities in her style of fighting. She's very aggressive. And what's also interesting about Manzur is she throws nearly the same punch every time. Amanda Serrano was almost unable to solve it. And rounds went by that, Serrano lost those rounds. It's clear. Serrano knew it in the end, and Serrano, after about round number 8 or 9, I think, if I remember correctly, Serrano started throwing body blows because that was where she could catch Manzur. She caught her with body blows, and she hurt her one time with a body blow, really quickly and temporarily. She hurt her with a body blow. But she was able to catch her then because everything else wasn't working out so well. Yeah, she caught her head a couple of times, but she missed a lot of them too. So why don't you tell me in the comments below, tell me what you think in the comparison of Manzur and Frazier's style. Do you think it's similar? Do you think it's not similar? I think it's very similar. You can't compare Manzur to Joe Frazier. No, not at all. Because they deliver different types of punches. Manzur's punches are more straight, even though her left jab, so to speak, is, to me, it was funny. Like, I call it a jab hook almost. It wasn't a hook, but it wasn't a completely straight jab, but it did get over Amanda Serrano's arm the most of the time. And she was able to do that with the famous bobbing and weaving style. Same as Joe Frazier did years ago when he was fighting his opponents. Rest in peace, Mr. Frazier. You were the king of that bobbing and weaving. Another boxer that used that style was Ken Norton. He used it with a folded arm defense in front of him. Kind of like the folding arm defense that Archie Moore used. So with that, I'm going to end this video right here. And I want you to tell me, in your opinion, do you think Manzur had Frazier-like qualities in her boxing style? Tell me in the comments below. And please, let's go ahead and get our likes up. Like the video, share the video, and let's get our subscribers up. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I dare you. With that being said, this is Sid, your boxing historian, with Boxing Potpourri TV. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Till the next video.